Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today for yet again another success tip for you. I am Aya Fabarinelli, your abundant life coach, and this whole month we're going to be focusing on vision casting. And if you've been watching my videos, you know we're at a totally different location than what we typically are in, and that's for a purpose, right? Always for a purpose. And so I want to ask you, what do you think about when you think about the word vision? What comes to mind to you? Like, take a moment and really just pay attention to how your body responds to that word vision. Do you feel excited? Do you feel anticipation? Do you feel some trepidation? Like, what do you feel in your body when you say vision? You know, throughout the history of mankind, of humankind, we've had people who've had great visions for their lives and great visions for the world, actually. And what you will find time and time again when you study the biographies of these great men and women is that every time they shared that vision, they met with incredible opposition. Because great ideas, compelling visions will always cause those around you who don't have that same vision, who can't see how it could possibly come to pass, it will always cause them to doubt you, to maybe consider you crazy, to ostracize you, to attempt to belittle you. But very rarely are people with great ideas just immediately embraced. Not until people start to see the proof, the evidence of what you said you were going to do. So what that has done over the years is that knowledge that we know, because we see how people react to visionaries, and we see how we've reacted to visionaries, may cause us to then put a lid on our own visions, may cause us to get to a point where we think, oh, you know, I've got to be so logical about this, and if I can't see it from point A to point B, then into Z, then that means it can't happen. But I want to remind you of a story that's actually in the Bible, and I love to pull stories from different sources, the Bible included. There was a man called Abraham who was well into his, I believe, 70s or something of that nature, and he had still not had any children. And he had a wife, and he had concubines. He had all kinds of access to women, actually. And one day, he was pulled out, and he was told that he would have, his descendants would be like the stars in the sky, the sand on the ocean side. Right? And he was actually pulled out, asked to come out of his tent and to look up into the sky. And that was a vision, and it was actually an image for him to hold on to. And so today I want you, as you think about this word vision, whatever your initial reaction was, that feeling in your body, I want you to just take a few deep breaths and then choose to feel good about from here on forth, really creating and holding on to a vision for your life, no matter how improbable it looks. I want you to be like Abraham, who looked out into the sky and saw all of these stars, and then it's like, well, but I don't even have one. How is it possible that those could be my descendants? But still believed. And I want you to hold on to your vision, no matter how improbable it seems. And to know that as long as you don't doubt it, as long as you stand in faith on your vision, and when you stand in faith on something, that means you work towards it, you are going to see it come to pass. And be careful who you share that vision with, because big ideas, big visions will always bring about opposition. And so while it's still in its infancy, the whole world doesn't need to know what you're working on. Nurture it, take care of it, let it grow, let it get strong, let it get legs underneath it, and then let the world see for themselves. You don't have to broadcast what your vision is. I look forward to seeing and celebrating your vision.